Hey now YouTube, Joey brings it, back again, Cali. On this gorgeous warm Saturday late afternoon, going into the evening, gonna talk some Saturday night cards. Baseball cards, PSA graded cards. We're gonna be ripping packs, old school 1980s style, not quite junk wax, but you know, 80s are the 80s. It's gonna be particular 1981, but it's gonna be super fun. The type of video that you guys are gonna want to maybe put on in the background, pay some bills. You guys have nothing to do, doing other errands. Put it on the background and enjoy talking baseball cards, talking 80s music with my Diet Coke. All right, guys. How do I like to say here in Cali? Time for baseball cards. Here we go. All right, guys. So like I said, let me get a drink of this. Diet Coke. I'm gonna be showing you guys a big old tall stack of cards. We're gonna rip some packs. And I got my main guy right here. I should have showed him on my last video, Mr. Eddie motherfucking Murray. I couldn't find him. I was going through cards and I finally found that box where he was. Really cool little bobblehead there. But we're gonna talk 1981 Topps stickers, some of my favorite sets of all time, and I'm gonna show you guys why. First up, we're gonna go with my PSA graded stuff. Check out this one. 1981 Topps stickers. Kirk Gibson rookie. PSA Gem Mint 10. Look at that pose. This guy is one of my favorite players of all time. And you guys that know the way I like to collect, Joey brings this out. What do I like? Autographs. PSA DNA. Kirk Gibson rookie autograph. Awesome. What I love about these cards is what I love about a lot of my favorite sets. I just showed this on my previous video, my Eddie Mofo Murray video. Same thing. 1981 Topps stickers, PSA Gem Mint 10. And again, how do I like to collect? Autographs. Listen, this is why I love this set. What are my favorite cards? What am I known for? What have I been blasting the whole year on my videos? My 1953 Bowman colors, because brilliant, beautiful photography, color photography, gorgeous shots, a lot of portraits, some action shots. These are the same ways. Just like my 1975 SSPCs, people are starting to notice. I know my buddy Ray from Philly just started to do some SSPCs. This is what it's all about. No need for team name, for position, nothing. Just beautiful photography. And what's so cool about this set, I love the size. It's kind of mini. It's still kind of a hidden gem, but then again, not really. People are starting to find out about it, which kind of sucks for me because I can't buy these PSA Gem Mint 10s the way I used to. I'm pretty sure most of these you're gonna find in the old labels, like this one, Pops, Willie Stargell, Hall of Famer, PSA Gem Mint 10. This guy, Alan Trammell, he's a Hall of Famer. Is he Hall of Famer? I don't know. I got to check on that one. But PSA Gem Mint 10. Let's continue with some more 81 Topps hits from 1981. Oh, I love this one. Who remembers this song, guys? 1981 Topps stickers. The man, the myth, the legend, Bill Buckner, when he was on the Cubs, PSA Gem Mint 10. Oh man, that's a nice shot of him. I love all of these portrait shots. I love all of these players. I don't collect the whole set. It's a pretty big set in terms of being a specialty set. It's pretty big. It's about 280 cards, more or less. So I collect my favorite players. I collect star players, Hall of Famers, and when I can, autographs. It's actually kind of tough to get these autographed. There's not very many of them because of the size. And they're actually very fragile. 1981 Topps Don Baylor when he was on the Angels. Angels and Dodgers were my teams back in the day. Another Hall of Famer from 1981, Paul Molitor. Paul Molitor in a Gem Mint 10 PSA. Let's keep it up here, guys. More Hall of Famers. The Goose. Throwing the flame, throwing the heat when he was on the New York Yankees. He was one bad hombre back then. You didn't want any part of him. PSA Gem Mint 10. And when you talk about Yankees, there's no other Yankee bigger in our generation than this guy, Mr. October, Reggie Jackson, PSA Gem Mint 10. I remember I got this card like for $9. Now try to go look for it, you know, between 20 and $50 depending on the day. You want to pay 50? Buy this in a PCWW or PWCC, whatever in the heck that guy is. Try to buy it in one of his auctions. You'll pay $50 for it. Keeping up with my favorite players, 1981 Top Stickers, PSA Gem Mint 10, Jon Matlack. This guy's a little bit more of a common player, but I think I combined him on another purchase. 1981 Top Stickers, Jerry Humphrey, Gem Mint 10. And the General, the baddest catcher of all time in our generation anyway. 1981 Top Stickers, Johnny Bench. What's up, Mike? The biggest Johnny Bench collector on YouTube. All you guys know him. Go check out his stuff. He's always showing the best Johnny Bench stuff there is on YouTube. Oh, this one is coming up. Ooh, check this one out, guys. 1981 Top Stickers, Ozzie Smith when he was on the Pods. PSA Gem Mint 10. Awesome. Another Hall of Famer. I'm going to be throwing down all the Hall of Famers in this 1981 set. 1981 Top Stickers, Bruce Sutter when he was on the Cards. Gem Mint 10. Beautiful. Man, look at that without the mustache. You look at this guy and you would think, wow, how is he a Hall of Famer? Looks kind of like a nerd. Man, these guys could bring it back in the day. They were awesome. Big hitters, great pitchers. This guy, very underrated player from the Brewers. Brewers legend, Cecil Cooper, PSA Gem Mint 10. What is up, Scott? Scotty Tradition. How do you like that, Brewer? Coming up next, more Yankees as they dominated the late 70s and the early 80s. 1981 Top Stickers, Willie Randolph, PSA Gem Mint 10, Chili Willie. Get my Coke out of here. Let's keep going with more PSA slabs here. Check this one out. 1981 Top Stickers, Brian Downing. Again, for my second favorite team growing up, the Angels. I used to love this guy. Check this one out, guys. My second favorite third baseman in the era from the Pirates. We Are Family Time. 1981 Topps, Bill Madlock, PSA Gem Mint 10. Man, the Mad Dog. This guy was so cool to watch back in the day. Okay, this is going to be my second card of this player. But there are more. I think what they did, this is going to be a Bill Buckner, the second card in the PSA Gem Mint 10. What these guys did, I think this set had the regular issue and then they had the All-Stars. So one of these cards is an All-Star. I don't know exactly which one, but man, they look sweet. So let's keep going, guys. One cool thing about this set is they had players where they stacked them up in two. Check this one out. American Leagues. I think maybe these were the batting leaders of the time. George Brett and who is that? Ben Ogilvy. How cool is that, man? Two guys for the price of one. Another cool double card. Raleigh Fingers. And who is that over there? Tom Hume from the Reds. Look at that Raleigh Fingers, man. PSA Gem Mint 10. Awesome. Another guy. Here we go, Scott. Another one of your favorite teams. Brewers. This was when he got traded. He's a Cardinals legend, but he was pretty good on the Brewers as well. 1981 Topps stickers, PSA Gem Mint 10, Ted Simmons. Really great catcher in his day. Let's go up. Next up, Buddy Bell, PSA Gem Mint 10, Texas Rangers. What is up, baseball collector? How do you like that one? PSA Gem Mint 10, Buddy Bell. Pretty cool. Next one up, Tony Perez, Hall of Famer, 1981 Topps stickers, again in a PSA Gem Mint 10. This guy was a legend. He had just been traded, I don't know, maybe a year or two from when he was on the Reds. He went to Boston. He ended up going to a lot of teams at the end, but one of the greatest of all time. Again, here we go. This time portrait style. Yankees legend, Goose Gossage. I love these portrait cards. Look at that. Beautiful. Next up, Slugger. This guy was a beast, man. George Foster, Big Red Machine, PSA Gem Mint 10. This guy could hit the ball a mile. He was kind of, well, I would have to say the guys nowadays are crafted after him. You know, the Stanton guys, the Judge guys, they're crafted after this guy. He either struck out or hit it out of the park. Man, very close to being a Hall of Famer, a Hall of Very Good, George Foster. This guy could crush the ball. Had 52 homers one year when it was pretty much impossible to get to 50. Look at all the great home run hitters of that time. Mike Schmidt, Dave Parker. Who else could just bomb? Steve Garvey. Who were the Gorman Thomas? Nobody hit 50 in that time except this guy right here, George Foster. One of my favorites. Okay, let me see. Let's have room here for another Hall of Famer. Jim Palmer, Orioles legend. Oh, this guy. You guys are going to like this guy. 1981 Topps stickers, PSA Gem Mint 10. Legend, Hall of Famer, the greatest, Ricky Henderson. Man, you're going to start a baseball team. Your leadoff batter for all time. It's going to be hard to argue against this pick right here. I don't think I would want anybody leading off you give me Ty Cobb, give me whatever you want. This guy, it would be a great argument. I think I would pick Ricky. Coming up next, what the heck? I got two of these. 1981 Topps stickers, Tony Perez. What the heck? How is it that I have two of them? Dang. I'm sure I'm not the only one this has happened to. When you have as many cards as I do, you run into problems like this. You see a card, you just go crazy, you're not thinking straight, and you pick up two of the same card, both in PSA Gem Mint 10. Dang. Okay, one more slab up here to take that place. Detroit Tiger legend, Jack Morris. What is up, Caitlin? League of Their Own. The #1 Detroit Tiger fan on here on YouTube, Jack Morris right there. And last one that I have slab is going to be one of my favorite players, the Cobra, Dave Parker. Let's get all these together, man. Look at that. The We Are Family Pirates Pops, the Cobra, and the Mad Dog. Man, like I said, this is the way that I like to collect. These are exactly the type of cards that I love. You only see the photograph. If I can get that glare out of the way. Reggie Jackson, John Matlock, Humphreys, the General, Johnny Bench, Hall of Fame legend. Man, in my opinion, the best catcher of all time. Go check out Jericho Mike's collection. Johnny Bench, the #1 collector on YouTube of Johnny Bench. The Goose, Ozzie Smith, Brian Downing. How awesome is that pose? Whew, sweet. Tony Perez, I got two of them. I guess I'm gonna have to get rid of one of them. Hall of Famer, Bruce Sutter, Paul Molitor. Awesome player, a lot of World Series appearances. Don Baylor, World Series legend for the wrong reasons. I don't remember. Is this guy a Hall of Famer or not? Put it in the comment section. Alan Trammell, I think he is. My favorite cards in this set. Check this out. Kirk Gibson rookies. Eddie motherfucking Murray with the autograph. Cecil Cooper, Willie Randolph, another Buckner. Man, I love that card. Look at that portrait. Beautiful. Jim Palmer. I'll take this guy on my team anytime, anywhere, any place. Goose. Morris. Buddy Bill. More Brewers for Scott there. Raleigh Fingers, the best mustache of all time. And I got 1, 2, 3 more cards here I wanted to show you guys. Like I said, the way I like to collect. Ooh, let's get that glare out of here. Autograph style. I got Pete Rose, autograph. Phil Niekro, Hall of Famer, autograph. And who's that? Ken Oker. How do you pronounce this guy's name? Oberkfell? Oberkfell? Ken Oberkfell. I remember he's a good player back in the day for the cards. Autographed. These ones, I don't know. Maybe I'll get the Rose slab. I collect Pete Rose, but what I do, the way I like to collect is I like to collect players only when they're on the teams that I remember them by. So Pete Rose, all of my Pete Rose collection is when he's on the Reds. So I don't know if I'll get this slab. Like, another great example, Dave Parker. I love Dave Parker. I collect Dave Parker, but I only collect cards when he's on the Pirates. Well, one last stroll. I think these two are the gems. These two guys right here, the Kirk Gibson rookies and the Gem in 10, PSA DNA, and the Eddie Mofo Murray. If you have not checked out my Eddie Mofo video, please do so. It's the one before this. Really cool story on Eddie Murray and a couple of cool cards. And this guy's kind of jealous because he wasn't in it. Right, Eddie? Yep. He wasn't in it. I just couldn't find him. I couldn't pull him out. His bat's missing. But it is the legend, Eddie motherfucking Murray. I was going to bust open some packs. Man, they're just... I don't know. This video's already at 17 minutes. I had sliced... You know what? Hey, if you guys only like slab cards, you can turn it off right here. I cut these open because I want to show more stuff. Like I said, put it on in the background. Let's enjoy some cards. I'm doing this one-handed. I don't have a stand or anything. I don't even edit. I just one take, and that's all we do. Check this out. These are the type of cards you'll get if you bust the packs. Gary Carter. Hey, let's play Name This Guy. Let's see if you guys can name it before I can. Bruce Sutter. Larry Boa. Because you don't know who it is. Who's that? Rick Cerrone, Yankees. You have no idea who it is because there's no name, there's no team, there's no position. Let's see if I can get rid of that glare. Who's this guy? George Hendrick. Oh yeah, when you talk about 70s and 80s, now these guys were bomb. Check out that guy. All the Phillies collectors out there. Mike O, Ed Wesker Griff. Who's that guy? Mr. Bake McBride. All the Dodgers out here. Geez, Mikey. Who's that guy? Bill Russell. Let me see. Got another KC guy. Nolan. Elite Code 3. Who's that? Is that Mr. Frank White? I think that's Frank White. Frank White it is. This is actually kind of fun. Let's see. Are you guys naming these guys before I am? Like I said, I sliced these open already. Who do we got here? Jim Palmer. Ooh, this is going to be a hard one. Tony, Psyched on Baseball Cards. You might know who that is. I have no idea who that is. Oh, Mr. Rodney Klein Carew when he was on the Angels. Jason, Cub fan. Who's that guy? Is that Ivan De Jesus? Ivan De Jesus, man. I'm telling you, this is my era, my bread and butter. Even though I don't have a lot of cards necessarily, because I went vintage right away in my collecting trajectory or my collecting journey. I went vintage right away, but this is what I watched. Joe Niekro, Steve Kemp, I can name all these guys. Buddy Bell. Let's see another pack. What other guys are we getting on here? Who's this guy? Braves. Man, look at that beard, look at that fro. Hubbard. What's his first name? Glenn Hubbard, yes. Expos. I used to love the Expos hat. Check out that hat. My favorite, man. Scott. What's his first name? George Scott? No. Rodney Scott? Rodney Scott. Oh, this one's cool. We had seen Mr. Bruce Sutter. We had seen Bruce Sutter over here in my collection. Let me see, where is it? There he is, right there. When he was on the Cardinals, check this one out. When he's on the Cubs. Awesome. This guy was one of the greatest of all time. So like I said, that's what the little box kind of looks like. You get really cool cards. There's no doubt about it. Man, just fun busting the packs. Okay, Big Red Machine. Who's that? Dan Dreesen. What else we got in here? The Eck. Gary Carter, All-Star. New York Mets. Who in the heck is that? Not Rick Cerone. That looks like Lee Mazzilli. Lefty. Are you guys getting all these guys? No peeking, no cheating. Michael Jack Smith. Oh, that's nice. In the news, you hear this name every night in the news. You guys know why? Because that's Tommy John. And that guy in the Angels, I don't even know what his name is, Shohani, because he's hurt or something like that. I don't follow the modern game. But all I know is you hear this guy's name in the media because of his famous surgery. Jack Morris. Oh, who's that? All-Star. Who's that? Rick Cerone. How about one more pack, guys? Maybe more. I just love it, man. Oh, there goes Eddie Mofo. He's down. Eddie Mofo's down. Is he all right? Oh, get up, get up. I can't, Mick. I can't make it, Mick. Get up, Eddie Mofo. Oh, there it is. He's up. Got Joe Niekro. Woo, who's that guy? White Sox. Name that guy. If you can name that, you're better. You know more of the 80s baseball than I do. I don't know. Cecil Cooper. Another lefty. Man, this is fun. Busting packs on a Saturday. Here's Central Coast, Cali style. Oh, one of my favorites. Gary Templeton. Oh, this guy was the beast hitter. Gorman Thomas. Oh, look at that all-star. Michael Jack Schmidt, all-star. Oh, this guy was a slugger. Tony, psyched on baseball cards. You guys in the Bay Area. Nate, Tops 85-401, Titanic Taters. You guys remember him when he was on the West Coast? Tony Armas. This guy could crank. Back in the day, he had a ton of home runs. He was a perennial 30, 40 home run hitter. Who else we got here? Boston, Carney Lansford. Who is that? Is that Hal McRae? Damn, Don Sutton. Look at that fro. I love it. Like I said, you look at this guy and you think, well, he looks like he should be on that 70s show. Well, he might, but I'll tell you what. You meet this guy in the back alley or on the mound, he will kick your ass. I know it because I read the Steve Garvey book. This guy kicked Steve Garvey's ass on the LA Dodgers bus. Trust me, man. Isn't that right, Pepino Man? Geez, Mikey, you guys know the story. This guy was one bad hombre. Just look at that scowl on his face. His hair is kind of creepy, but damn. Couple more packs. I have 3 more packs, man. I'm having fun, like I said. Hopefully you just put this video on in the background. Just enjoy ripping some, not junk wax, but some 80s wax. Who's that? John Stearns? Yeah, my memory does not fail me. Another George Foster. Oh, yeah. Twin City. Roy Smalley. What is up? Josh Iscafan. How do you like that one? Twin City. Oh, I love that hat. I used to have one of these hard shell hats that had the TC Twin Cities. Oh, what I would pay to get a hat like that. An actual hat, not the hard hat. I got to look up on eBay to see if I can find one of these vintage hats. Twin Cities, Roy Smalley. We're talking 80s baseball. Let's open up a couple more of these. I had already sliced them open because I'm doing this one-handed style, Jim Abbott style. Pops, Willie Stargell. Who's that? That Ben Ogilvy? Ben Ogilvy. Buckner. Oh, this guy right here, man. Dodger Killer. Who remembers this guy out in San Fran? Candlestick Park. This guy was a legend. Could hit that ball a mile. Jack Clark. I think we're going on my last pack, guys. Last one. Yeah, that one's empty. Last one of the day. Listen. Ah, that sound of ripping open fresh packs. Oh, that looks like a guy whose last name has to be Hendricks. Yep, George Hendrick. Man, again, you know what? I want that. Where's that Roy Smalley? These are the two hats that I want right here. I want to get me an Expo hat, and I want to get it a Twin City Twins, Minnesota Twins hat. Who is that's Ron LaFleur, isn't it? Yep, Ron LaFleur. I got to get me two of those hats. Okay, guys, name this guy. Who's the next guy up? Oh, this one's tough because you can't see the uniform. Have no idea. Anybody know more 80s guys than I do? No idea. Rick Burleson, shortstop. And the last guy up. The kid, may he rest in peace. Legend, Hall of Famer, Gary Carter. So I just opened a few, what was that, about 10 packs? Did 4 cards to a pack. I bought these cards, like I said, it's maybe between 5 and 10 years ago when they were not expensive. A box like this, you could get it on eBay for 10 bucks. Now, oh man, I don't even know what a full box. A sealed full box of this, if you got it like from the baseball card exchange, you're probably looking at least 80 bucks. I got it for 10. It was sealed, but it's just gotten out of control. And back in the day, when the prices were good, I was able to get these cards at a good price. Not anymore, man. It's kind of, I probably haven't bought one of these in 2 or 3 years because with the price going up, you know, it's fun. You could get a Bill Madlock PSA Gem in 10 for $4 on 4 sharp corners, you know, 5 years ago. Now it just doesn't work like that. PSA Gem in 10s are out of this world. Like I said, try to get that Reggie. It just doesn't work. They're too expensive. But man, this was a long video, but this is for my diehard guys out here. Guys that will just put on a video in the background and listen for a half hour. It's the way to go, man. Pay some bills, go through, you know, clean your office, man. Clean your baseball card room and put on this video talking about cards in the 80s from all the great players, all the great teams. Look at that Willie Randolph. Awesome. All right, guys. One last drink of my Coke. I gotta go. I gotta take my daughter. She's going to a party tonight. The life of a freshman, now going to be a sophomore. She has a party every weekend. She has to go get ready. My boy Nathan over here on the side, he's playing Fortnite. What else do 6th graders do? One last time. Signing off from Cali. We were talking 1981 Topps stickers. All right, guys. Everybody have a good weekend. We'll see you guys soon. Joey brings it. Signing off. Cali. See you guys.